All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we begin with the episode again. Of course, sorry, not there was no episode yesterday because of course there was a watch along. But from a couple of days, I'm actually having a lot of back issues running in. I don't know. I was treating a patient and suddenly, you know, due to certain mechanisms, I got a very bad pressure on my back. So yeah, so much so that it took me 2 days to for the pain to alleviate and today I'm actually feeling really good. It was a little difficult to sit down the whole of watch along as well, but still it was a game. I think it was a worthy game, and of course, how could I miss it? Anyway, so let's just talk about the news that we have. So most Premier League goals scored by under 21 players this season. Top of the list, Smith Rowe Saka with 9, Foden has 7, Broya has 6, Jacob Ramsey has 6, Martinelli has 5. Also, we're also going to talk about Lucas Torreira for his fantastic equalizer to draw the game versus Inter Milan at San Siro. After the game, he posted this on his Instagram stories. He lost his teeth. +1, -1 teeth, says Lucas Torreira on his Instagram account. So that's pretty odd. Anyways, he fought and most importantly has given a big opening for some other Serie A clubs for the Scudetto. Moving on, so Kieran Tierney on his Instagram story, honored any chance I have to wear the armband. And of course, this clearly tells us one thing, that Kieran Tierney is the man born to take over that captaincy armband. Moving on, so Mikel Arteta on the win, being a big step towards top 4. He says, we are there with 10 games to go. We have this feeling that we really want it, and I think you can sense it. So we are going to give it a go until the end. And talking about his young side, Mikel Arteta said, a lot of character, a lot of intelligence, courage, quality, and they transmit it. You see the connection they have with the fans, it's just phenomenal to watch. Talking about Ramsdale, Mikel Arteta said he wasn't comfortable in the last 50 or 60 minutes against Liverpool. He had a proper injury. The minute he found out he couldn't be here to play, he wanted to be here to support Burnt, which tells you a lot of things behind the scenes. Also, Arsenal's centre-backs versus Aston Villa. Gabriel Magalhaes, 62 out of 65 passes completed, that is 97% accuracy. 8 out of 9 long balls completed with 89% accuracy, 6 clearances. Benjamin White, 50 out of 60 passes completed, which is 83% accurate, and 4 out of 5 duels won, 80% accurate, and 5 clearances. The centre-backs were really killing it. And talking about more stuff, Bukayo Saka on getting closer to Champions League. He says that's the goal, but of course, as I keep saying, we have to stay humble, treat every game like a cup final, and we can achieve it for sure. On the nervy end to the match, Bukayo said, yeah, of course, that's the Premier League, that's football. We've been in that situation a lot this season, and we've come out on top. We did that again today. We are more resilient. You can see that it's a process we've been working on for a while. Last season we weren't there, but this season we're much better at seeing out victories, and it's helping us get more points. I wasn't complaining to the referee when I was coming off, but I wanted to let him know that that's my game. I am going to run at players, and sometimes I need more protection when players are purposefully trying to kick me. That's all I was letting him know. Well, Bukayo Saka scored the 2000th, Arsenal's 2000 goal in the Premier League. Bukayo says that's special. It's an honor to be among a lot of great goal scorers for Arsenal. Hopefully we can get to 3000 sooner. But more importantly, Gabriel Magalhaes on his Instagram story says, yes, that's Arsenal's backline. And Bukayo Saka on giving his shirt to a young fan says, I saw his sign from early. Saka, please can I have your shirt? Was the sign. Saka says, I just wanted to make that boy's day. I gave him my shirt and hopefully he can go home happy. Of course he can. We watching the game from our home are happy. But Saka on Burn Leno says he's still a top keeper. He came in and looked normal as his special self and got us the clean sheet. Well, of course he did. Arteta on top 4 race says we are there with 10 games to go. We have this feeling that we really want it, and I think you can sense it, and so we are going to give it. I think we just said that. So talking about Martinelli whether he can go and join a Brazil squad. He says, hopefully, yes, he was gutted to not play because he traveled to try and be with the team. He really deserves the call up, so hopefully he can travel. And talking about Bukayo's potential, Arteta said, the level we don't know. We don't know how he can develop. It will develop. It will depend a lot on him and the people around him. With the talent he has and people at the club who want to help and support him, time will tell, but I think he can be something extraordinary. Bernd Leno shares this image with the caption, great win and a clean sheet, great to wear the shirt again. And Ian Wright says a lot of people, a lot of pundits have been very joyous talking about Arsenal and how weak they are and having no leaders. And look at them now. You need people now to start saying this Arsenal team, a young side, we're starting to see characters grow in this side. We're starting to see people like Ben White, Gabriel Kieran Tierney, Martin Odegaard, Thomas Partey. We're talking about 5, 6, 7 or even 8 players who are getting 8 out of 10 every week from. That's what you have to do. Then it's up to the owners and management and the recruitment to bolt on the kind of players that are going to fit into the squad and continue to help them to improve. I have news about Ashley Young, but I don't talk about crybabies anymore. So let's move on to the transfer news that we have. So Kevin Campbell wants Arteta to go and get Erling Haaland. As if it was easy. But anyways, just hear him out. He says, would they be in for Haaland? I'm sure they would love him. I'm sure Mikel Arteta is speaking to Odegaard to try to speak to him, but I think that ship has sailed. I think Odegaard can't spin him to join Arsenal. Well, let's see. But the big question is, do we want a player like Erling Haaland at Arsenal? That's a bigger question because we're looking at a lot of striking options that Arsenal should go for or could go for. And Erling Haaland is not a bad shout, but will he fit to what Arsenal need? But Benfica are yet to receive offers for Darwin Núñez. The Portuguese giants Benfica are yet to receive any offers for Darwin Núñez, who is a target for Arsenal and Newcastle in the summer transfer window. The biggest issue is that Benfica's asking price would really, I don't know, man. I don't think so. Darwin Núñez has proved his potential enough to be called as a 75 million euros kind of a player. That's a price tag that they've set, and I just don't understand why would it make sense for any Premier League club to go for him for that price. But let's talk about Arsenal target Calvin Phillips. Arsenal target Calvin Phillips might be on the move after all, with rumours that Aston Villa are leading the race for him. According to the Times, the Villains are chasing the England international with 60 million pound fee being mooted. So 60 million pounds for Calvin Phillips, and it looks like Arsenal might be the club for him. So 60 million pounds for Calvin Phillips. I believe it's a little high. Let's see how that will turn out to be. So with this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you see daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing. I will see you in the next one. Cheers.